This is the day of the expanding man. That shape is my shade, there where I used to stand. It seems like only yesterday I gazed through the glass at ramblers, while gamblers, that's all in the past. You call me a fool, you say it's a crazy scheme. This one's for real, I already bought the dream. So useless to ask me why, throw a kiss and say goodbye. I'll make it this time, I'm ready to cross that fine line. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch and whiskey all night long. And I behind the wheel, they got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues, Deacon Blues. My back to the wall, a victim of laughing chance. This is for me, the essence of true romance. Sharing the things we know and love with those of my kind. Libations, sensations that stagger the mind. I crawl like a viper through these suburban streets. Make love to these men, languid and bittersweet. I'll rise when the sun goes down and cover every game in town. A world of my own, I'll make it my home sweet home. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch and whiskey all night long. And I'm behind the wheel, they got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues, Deacon Blues. My favorite band of all time, the amazing Steely Dan. Woo! This is the night of the expanding man. That shape is my shade, there where I used to stand. I cried when I wrote this song. Sue me if I play too long. His brother is free. I'll be what I want to be. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch and whiskey all night long. And I behind the wheel. very happy birthday today. Who is his favorite band of all time is Steely Dan. So that was for you, my brother Flip. I love you. Live from Boca Raton.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
It's perfect.
Welcome. Today is a celebration Thursday.
So what are we celebrating?
What are we what?
Celebrating.
We're celebrating.
I've had 4 cups of coffee.
Idris in the house, who came to sing, and to thank the crew for doing their part at that wonderful event that we had. What are we celebrating?
I'm just making sure you remembered.
Don't you start. She's been all over my case this morning.
Why?
Because there was a lack of communication. She said to me, we're having a meeting, boom, 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 boom. I thought it was a question. So I said, yes.
And?
So she thought that I was supposed to get in contact with the third party to have the meeting.
Yeah, you told me there was a meeting today.
Yeah, but I thought she handled it.
Ah, gotcha.
And she says, no, I asked you. She did ask me. But I thought she was asking me if that was what we were doing.
That's all right, because we thought we had a meeting today at 2:30 and they came in at 10.
I know, but
Hence it's all good though. We figured it all out.
but JC, nice to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Who is that? The lady behind the glasses.
Well,
Blinded by the light?
because I'm dealing with this issue with my eyes lately. I'm trying to get myself used to that. I'm going to have to be wearing glasses so all the time eventually, like in the next 10 days. I
Oh.
ordered them, so I'm getting used to it.
So how in the world are you going to work a dark room up and down steps?
Well, I'm not going to use the dark glasses. I'm going to have, lighter lens. But this is kind of like the rock star image right now with the glasses going
I
on,
was going to say, it's
right?
very theatrical. I
So,
like it.
It's kind of cool, right? The ones that I ordered do not look like this. These are like my real fun glasses.
They're
I
very cool.
love sunglasses. I must have about 50 pairs of sunglasses.
Do you
but
really?
now I'm not going to be able to wear them anymore because I have to get prescription. So
So you take the frame
I know,
and
but
you add the prescription.
I tried that, but the frames that I have are not too sturdy, so they really can't use those. So don't ask. I just spent a fortune on 3 pairs of glasses.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have to thank you for lunch for the crew. Your concert was amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
We had such a full crew. We had, I think, 15 of interns and producers board. You even had your escorts up and down the steps.
It was great.
And, I know it's a lot of people to take care of, so I am
was
very
phenomenal.
grateful for lunch.
And I brought in lunch because it's just like a little something that I could do to just say thank you.
Thank
the
you so
production
much.
team worked so hard. Doing so much. The crew was incredible. They were there every step of the way. It was just, like I always say, it's not one person. It takes a village to put these shows on. And they did so much work. And I'm just so appreciative and love all you guys. Really, you really were amazing.
100%,
Because
because I didn't even realize the details that went into it until we were at rehearsal 2 weeks
Yeah.
before. And I saw the video, because I knew you had a meeting with them in the studio.
Yep.
And then I didn't see anything again until the rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I thought, holy cow, the
a lot.
details that they put into doing this. And then setting up the lobby where Elisa, she's in the other room, she set up the lobby and she knew where everything was going to be, and the step and repeat, and all these little pieces along the way added up to a beautiful production.
It was incredible. I can't wait for the next one.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for being you.
You
And
gave
Steve,
us-
of course.
You gave us an opportunity. You guys gave us an opportunity to try. And it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect by the long stretch, but it was good. The show was out of sight. It was unbelievable. But some of the other things that we're working on to make the experience even better, it taught me the things that I want not to do, the things that I want to change and fix.
What would you not do?
The first thing that I would not do is give Dawn all of the prizes because she gave them all out. Dawn gave out $16,000 worth of
I
prizes.
knew that was coming.
16,000.
I would not wear old shoes. That was where I would start.
Well, that's the other thing. She broke her shoe, so I'm holding a shoe. I'm reading people's tickets with the other hand, and I'm pushing people with my foot. Yeah, go to that line, go to this line.
But you always know. See, like the wedding planner with J-Lo, always be prepared in
Always
this business.
be prepared.
Extra shoes, extra clothes, everything that you might need in case of an event that you need a replacement.
Very true.
Right?
I mean, I had 2 different outfits for that night because we had the pre-show party. So I was in my usual black with silver and, that kind of thing, with interviews and talking with people and doing the red carpet and having so much fun. And then for showtime, wore a different outfit.
The pink was beautiful.
We were all there at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, getting ready for this thing. I mean, it took a long time to put it all together, but it went so fast. Even though we were there for so long, like the time went like that, didn't it?
It went so fast.
I thought, it was a 90-minute show, right?
Yeah.
And yet it felt like it went just like that, snap of a finger. It was
But
so
you
fast.
guys do this every day.
Yeah, but our production
do,
crew was
every day.
amazing.
Yes, but they do
not
it-
you and me. Our production crew, Josh and Garcia, and Joey, and everything they put into that production. Red,
yeah.
who did all the film work.
The film work.
Amazing.
But
Yeah.
they do it every day. So I was sort of watching, trying to absorb the different aspects because you got to look at the professionals. It's called follow the money
Eating
because they're the
popcorn.
money shot.
I watched you.
I know I was watching.
I watched.
No, that was when I finally sat down.
Yes.
But there was so many things that led up to sitting down. First of all, it was sold out.
Oversold out.
Yeah.
Oversold. And I looked at Glenn and I said, Glenn, we're at 120 now. What do you want? Because there were people that were still coming in.
Yeah.
And he says, Freddie, I don't think we should keep going. I don't think there's any more room.
Yeah.
So I had to tell people we were sold out.
Yeah.
And that was not easy. So if I said that to you and you're watching today, come on, we're going to have a bigger theater for the next production. But that was one of the things that I learned because people got upset with me. They got very upset with me. I want to talk to JC. I said, well, she's not available right now.
But I understand you're going to be doing another Veterans Day in honor of the veterans, a tribute to the
Yes,
vets.
what I'd like to do is I'm going to put together, it's kind of like my salute to the veterans. It's a tribute, so I pick out songs that are uplifting and heartfelt and that kind of thing, and inspirational. And because veterans, they always have a soft place, a special place in my heart. I was part of an organization on Long Island called Voices for Veterans, and we used to travel around and do concerts for our vets. And now that I'm here, I'm not on Long Island anymore. I really miss doing that. And so, it's a mix of, all different kinds of music, but we're going to do the same vibe, and planning on putting in clips, clips behind me while I'm performing, which is kind of fun. And I'd like to honor some veterans the day of the performance, bring some vets up and maybe give them a little something, and just, so grateful to our veterans out there. And truthfully, we really should honor them every day, but it's extra special, I guess, around Veterans Day. So that's why this show is going to be November 10th, which is the day before Veterans Day, which is on the 11th, which is a Saturday. So we're going to do it on the Friday and put it all together.
Are we doing 1 or 2 shows, or we haven't decided that
I'm
yet?
not sure about that. I don't know if I'm going to do an afternoon show and an evening show. It depends on which theater I think I pick.
Okay.
If we do the 100-seat theater, maybe I'll do 2 shows. But if we do the big theater, the over 200-seat theater, then maybe I'll just do 1 show, because then we can fit everybody in.
Correct.
So we'll figure it out. But as soon as I get all the information, because everybody's already asking me about ticket information, how they can get tickets, and we got to get the link up and everything like that so that they can buy, tickets. So we have to figure that out. So.
And there's a few other little wrinkles that we're going to throw at you, where we're inviting certain groups of people, and so we have to sort of block off for those groups of people. And there's going to be plenty of seats. That's not a problem, but this one's going to be better coordinated.
Yes.
For lack of a better word. But I got to tell you, I'm amazed because what they were working, Josh and the crew was working on the film work and the sound with Steve, and that's no easy feat to make it sound perfect. And then the front, I had all the kids running in 27 different directions to get people in, because you opened on the night of Oppenheimer and
Barbie. Yeah, that's why I wore pink. I wore hot pink in honor of Barbie.
The theater was packed.
It was insane.
The candy, all gone. The popcorn, the soda, the wine was all gone. Because there was so many people coming in.
It was crazy.
So it was fun. It was fun to learn a little bit.
Yeah,
Something different.
I learned also a little bit, about what I need for like the next show and things like that. Like I needed a monitor. I didn't have a monitor, so things as far as sound wise, and because the sound was like great in the middle, but for me, sometimes it was a little bit difficult to hear because I didn't have a monitor. So we have to work on that. But that's it.
Details.
We're gonna,
Details, exactly.
And we're hopefully going to offer a pay-per-view on that piece, so it's going to be streamed live outside of Florida. We're going to sort of hook that up as well. We did a pay-on-demand, but it wasn't what I wanted. So the pay-per-view is different because they get to see JC live.
It would be great if we could live stream the performance. That would be wonderful.
I think it'd be kind of cool. But so we learned that as well. I mean, we're prepared to do that. We're prepared to do the videos and everything else. So that's going to be November 10th that we're shooting for that. And then you're going to be doing something hopefully in the holidays.
December. I think right now we're looking at, I think it's December 6th. I think it's a Wednesday.
Yes.
And again, I'm trying to go outside the box a little bit by doing different events, different shows. Everyone's asking me, when am I doing another Broadway, the next Broadway to Hollywood, which is definitely in the works. But before I do that, I thought I would do a couple of other ones. I was thinking about possibly doing like a Streisand Sinatra show, which would be kind of fun. My friend is a Sinatra guy, and we'll kind of like flip it back and forth and stuff and have some fun. So I'm thinking about December 6th on that one, and possibly again do like an afternoon show and then maybe an evening show. Maybe we could do like a, maybe get some seniors in there to do the afternoon, and then nighttime, all the party animals at night kind of thing.
I like that.
Sounds
Party
good.
animals. Are
Be
you a
kind
party
of fun.
animal?
Me?
Yeah.
You can't even be there on a Wednesday night.
Are you
Oh.
nuts? Don't listen to her.
What?
Don't listen to her.
You have to be there on Wednesday.
Don't worry
should
about it.
coordinate with me.
I may take her with me.
Yeah, see how
Like
that
we
works
talked
out.
about that last night.
Yeah.
And the other, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Oh, stop it. And the other thing,
Because he knows I'm right.
no, she's
Yeah,
not right.
It's not going to
She's
happen.
I will more than definitely be there. And I gotta tell you, my son also wants to come over for the next events, because he brought his family over. And when we got home that night, we're sitting in the living room, and he looks at me and he says, "That was surreal." He says, "I've never seen anything like that. Where did you come up with?" And he just went on and on. I said, "That's nothing. That's a warm-up. Wait till what's coming."
Yeah, Lisa got to hear me. She's in the other room. And Grace, I think yesterday on the phone with him, and when you got up and walked out.
Yeah, I walked out of that meeting.
It's all good, though. All right, we got another song with JC. You want to hit commercial break
Let's
first?
do a commercial first, so I don't want to her laurels.
You want to rest her voice a little
Voice
bit?
around, because
All right,
between the eyes and the voice, I got like hair left.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come with JC Dreesen on this. Wow. It's not the last Thursday in August. We got one more, but it's the end of August already. More to come. We'll be right back. AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
If you're tired of only working for your money and are ready to get your money working for you, then check this out. This is the Transact card, the first of its kind Visa bank card where you double your dollars on every transaction. Transact card provides you with a system for your money finally works for you. The days of underwhelming 1% to 2% cashback are over. Are you ready to welcome in dollar for dollar rewards, doubling your buying power and creating financial momentum? Look, if you've been trying to save your way to wealth and that isn't working out the way you hope, maybe it's time to try spending your way to wealth instead. Learn more at gman.mytzt.com. That is gman.mytzt.com.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Melberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Melberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
AMP Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, I feel lucky. I'm here with you today. Woo! up this morning. Well, I woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack. I opened up the paper to the page on the back. It only took a minute for my finger to find a daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head. It said the stars are stacked against you, girl. Get back in bed. I feel lucky. Oh, I feel lucky. Yes. No professor of doom gonna stand in my way. Ooh, I feel lucky today. Oh yeah. Well, I strolled out to the corner, gave the numbers to the clerk. The pot's in the million, so I'm cold and sick to work. I bought a pack of Camels, a burrito and a bog. Cross against the line, made a beeline for the park. The sky began to thunder, the wind began to moan. I heard a voice above me saying, girl, you better get back home. I feel lucky. Oh, I feel lucky, yeah. No tropical depression gonna steal my sun away. Ooh, I feel lucky today. Oh yeah, I feel lucky. Now 11 million later, I was standing at the bar. I bought the house a double and the waitress a new car. The white's in a corner, try to catch my eye. I love it's right beside me with his hand upon my thigh. Oh, I love the story. It's simple, but it's true where the stars might lie. But the numbers never do. I feel lucky. Oh, I feel lucky. Yeah. Hey, Dwight. Hey, Lyle, boys, you don't have to fight. Hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. I feel lucky. Ooh, I feel lucky, yes. I think I'll flip a coin, I'm a winner either way. Ooh, I feel lucky today. Oh yeah. Woo! I feel lucky I'm here with you today at the Brooklyn Cafe TV studios, everybody. It's the noon show. Yeah. I feel lucky. Yeah.
I know she woke up this morning feeling this way, so I'm thinking
Steve, what did you do,
Steve had some
Steve?
fun this morning. I don't know. She feels lucky. Maybe it's lottery lucky.
I say nothing.
Ever notice that people only seem to want to play Mega Millions if it's like $700 million? Last I checked, even 1.5 million is way more than I had today. So I'm willing to play for any odds at that point
What's
in time.
called ROI, though.
I don't know, you give a little and maybe you get a lot.
ROI, they think that their dollar is worth billions. It's not worth $100,000.
See-
Even if you got $5,000, you wouldn't be happy?
Right. See, I look at everything and I'm like, well, any of that's more than I got now. So why do people only pay for the Mega Millions? You know why? Because they wanted to strike it rich
So
once.
when did you play?
Last week.
You did?
Yeah. I got to check
you
my
get?
number. So for yesterday, maybe I didn't win last week. I won $2 on the scratch off. I just got to take it in and buy another ticket. It's normally what I do with those little ones, but you never know unless you try.
You gotta be in it to win it, as they say.
You got to be in it to win it. Exactly. What have you got happening? Les Sorrell coming up?
Oh, Les Sorrell, thank God for my sponsor, Les Sorrell, for the JC Dreesen Show, which will be next Thursday right here at the Brooklyn Cafe, which is always open to a live studio audience. If you'd like to come in and join us on the show, it's a lot of fun. It's at 7:30. It's every other Thursday night. But tomorrow night, Friday, August 25th, I am performing at Les Sorrell, which is 6020 North Federal Highway in Boca, the most unbelievable, authentic Italian food you will ever taste.
Do you have a favorite dish there?
Oh my God, there's so many.
There's so many, right?
Their lasagna is just to die for. Their chicken parm is probably the best chicken parm
about you, Steve?
I've ever tasted.
I like their chicken.
Their chicken parm.
And their veal chop.
Oh, the veal chop is huge, right?
It's huge.
Oh.
For 2 or 3 people.
No,
I mean,
three.
Yeah.
Three at least.
And it's delicious.
And then they've got the fish. I know they bring to
Oh, the fish.
tableside.
The fish. The fish
Is on
comes
fire.
on a cart.
You know that
And
song?
they light it on fire.
that's The Roof is on
so
Fire.
every time when I'm singing and I see the fish coming in, I get all excited and I'm like, the fish is on fire.
See? I knew I knew the song.
The fish is on. It's crazy, but. You know, everyone has such a good time when they go to Les Sorel. You know, it's like from the staff to the owners, the chefs, everybody there, they all are so involved in the music, which is so great. You know, they sing along, they dance, they're like playing tambourines and running around the place. It's like, it's so much fun. It really is. It's just, the service is always amazing. You know, it's a wonderful place. You always feel like you're part of the family when you go there.
Now, I got to ask you a question. Because every time I want to go see you, it's sold out. The pizza joint, you couldn't get a seat in there if you gave a link to anybody.
That place is very unusual. Well, not
Unbelievable.
unusual, but yeah, there's something about that place.
Well, you're there tomorrow night, not next Friday.
No,
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow I'm
Tomorrow's
at
the
Les
25th.
Sorel.
I'm sitting
Yes,
here
it's
thinking
tomorrow night.
So do you have to get like a reservation to go in there? What time are you there?
Yeah, I'm there at 6:30. I start at 6:30. So yeah, you need a reservation because it gets, you know, I'm in the lounge area, so its seating is limited. I mean, the place is large. They have like separate rooms as well. They have a garden room where they do a lot of private parties and stuff, and then they have another section on the other side, you know, of the restaurant. But I'm kind of like in the lounge area, which is right by the bar. So there's not a lot of seating there. So it's always good to make a reservation because
Do
people
you
come
walk
in and
throughout
they're
the
like,
restaurant?
I do walk around. I walk around, but mainly I kind of stay in that area.
Last time we went, I sat down with them, and Steve's like, "Oh, where's Chuck?" So I called Chuck. He comes in, he meets us, and he orders the chicken parm, which literally is the size of a plate. And
Yeah,
he says,
it's
"I'm
huge.
never going to eat all of this."
He ate it.
Every last bite in one sitting. It wasn't like your mom takes a half of it home. I've watched your mom package hers to go home.
Yes.
Gone.
He's 6'4".
Doesn't matter. Is his stomach 6'4", but he loved it. You know, you look at me like, I'm never going to eat all this. Gone.
Delicious. There's just no doubt about it. You know, I mean, there's that expression. You know that expression, you get what you pay for. I mean, you know, listen, it's just the way it is. You want top quality, delicious, incredible, authentic Italian cuisine. You go to Les Sorel.
Located right on Federal Highway in Boca.
Exactly.
Delicious. Next time we gotta get you
6020 North Federal Highway. Yeah.
You're there, what, about once a month?
I'm there once a month. For right now, I was there, you know, we were doing like a weeknight and a weekend night, but now during the summer, you know, things quieted down a little bit.
Right.
But once the season comes back again, starting December, January, February, it'll be twice a month.
Can
It'll
you
be a
even
weeknight
believe
and a weekend night.
that we're talking about season already?
Yeah, it's August 24th.
It's
Right.
unbelievable.
Right?
We're talking season. You know,
I feel like the crew just went home for summer in May, and they said, we'll see you in 3 months. I'm like, 3 months? And they're back. And
Yeah.
that's how quickly it goes.
How
I'm already
Just like
booking
that.
for 2025.
I just brought
I'm
in a-
already booking with 2026.
I just brought in a calendar today, and I said, I got you a calendar, and I looked, it's a calendar for 2024.
Yeah.
She brings me a calendar. It really makes no difference anyway. I'm going to lose it in about 15
No, it's
minutes.
big, you can't lose it. But I know you like to go old school and write it in the calendar.
But that's 24. So
It's
I'll
in a
see you
couple
next
months.
year.
Yeah.
It's almost September.
It's not a couple of months.
In 24?
Let's see, it's January.
4 months.
About 5 months away.
I know.
You're funny.
I got an email
way
yesterday, and I
you
thought,
act.
Freddie's going to love this. And then I looked at it this morning and realized it was for 24.
You got it in the mail? Who sent it to you? Publix?
Easter seals.
Oh, you see
I've
that?
got my
I
heart.
get the
You know how
gift
you have
that
a
keeps
heart
giving.
for veterans? I've got a heart for special needs.
Oh,
Yeah. So I get
that's
the special needs
wonderful.
gift.
Easter. Well, I think
That's
I
wonderful.
thought that
gave me
I
the
thought that was
calendar.
nice of me to give it to you. I'll take it back. though.
Absolutely. No, you can give it to me. I'll use it. See you next year.
Easter
That's
Seals.
wonderful.
They're an amazing organization that helps kids and adults with special needs.
Ah.
I know. That's why we don't
We
let
have
you
a
know these
special
things.
place in our heart for special needs as well. Steve's daughter has Downs, so yeah. So you know what? It's all about spreading the love.
One
you
of the
know?
first little boys I taught in Dallas, he had Down syndrome. And they were not allowing any kids from the neighborhood schools to come to the regular schools at that time. So when I started there, it was a brand new program. So the kids could go to the neighborhood schools with the neighborhood kids. And this little boy had Downs. What an amazing, the most loving children
Yes.
ever are children with Down syndrome.
Yep, they are.
Amazing. How old is your daughter?
Now 46,
How do you have a 46-year-old?
Because he's 97.
I may not look it, but
You look good.
thank you.
You
That was
look
from
good.
his second wife. Yeah, second.
Fifth.
Yeah.
Second one.
Well, who's
I'm
counting?
number
Second wife?
3, so you know.
Are you?
But between the two of us, it's 5. You know, but who's counting? You know.
We were talking to someone yesterday, and he's like, well, I got married 1, 2, then got divorced. I remarried my second wife again, so I guess that's 3. But my third wife had been married 5 times, and I thought, oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Like 27 people in that bed.
You know, I always say, like, people ask me, you know, how long have you been married? I'm like, 17 years, but I don't know if I'm going to make it to 18. You got any advice for me? You know, it's like a standing joke kind of thing. But 5 years together before, you know, we got married. So it's, you know, it's a long time. 22 years already.
That's a long
It's hard
time.
to believe. Like, so much time has gone by already.
Time
It's like,
flies when
how
you're
did that
having fun,
happen?
right?
Still feels like it was yesterday. I remember the
would.
day on the escalator in Las Vegas. For 5 years, he was bugging me. Oh, you gonna marry me? You gonna marry me? And I'm like, no, I don't. Why should I get married? I'm like, I don't want to get married. You know.
So
like,
you
it's a
asked her to
piece of
marry you in an
paper.
escalator?
Yeah, in Las Vegas.
So she couldn't
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, and I was like, well, you know what? All right, we bought the house. Mom moved in, you know, like I got the house. You know, you got to take mom, you know, so it worked out that way. And I said yes.
How's mom?
Mom's good, you know. Mom's a whippersnapper.
She's amazing, Mom.
She's fantastic. Mom's the greatest. A little Spitfire, 4'11", with the biggest heart on the planet.
we had a matchmaker in
and
yesterday.
brilliant. Her mind.
Your mom is amazing.
Brilliant. Her memory's better than mine. I mean, and Steve's. I mean, you ask her I don't know the answer. Ask my mother. She knows everything.
That should be a segment on your show. Instead of In the Tea, Ask My Mother.
I love that.
How cool would that be?
Oh my goodness, Dawn. That is terrific.
Right?
Yeah.
According
I
to
love it.
Arlene or something. Ask Arlene.
No,
Yeah,
ask
kind of
my-
like
Ask my
Dear
mother.
Ann
No, ask my
Landers or what?
mother.
Ask
my
my
There's
mother.
no more Ann Landers.
It can
you
be
know?
a segment. Ask My Mother.
Ask my mother.
Ask my mother. I love it. Oh, we may have to do that. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
We can ask her all the embarrassing questions about you. Oh, that's
That
a
is
hoot.
so funny.
So what made you finally say yes after 5 years? My mother.
Well, I took in your mother.
Yeah, I think that was like the nail in the coffin.
You weren't married or engaged. We bought a house, right? Moved
We-
your mother in.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We had a boat, we had a house, whatever.
We had
and
your
then-
mom.
And then once Mom moved in, we sold Mom's house in Massapequa on Long Island, and then we bought the house in Freeport. And oh my God, what an experience that was! But yeah, that's when I finally said, okay, taking Mom, I might as well marry the guy, you know.
That's so cool.
It's a good thing you took in the mothers, all I gotta tell you.
That's right.
Horror the mother.
That's right. Marry the mother and you always get the daughter.
Why don't we take a commercial break? We come in. Let's get
We
Johnny
have
set up.
we have a special. I gotta tell you something. Not for nothing. I'm sitting here watching this guy. He looks like Dean Martin.
There you go.
But it's the look. I'm saying to myself, are you kidding me? He looks just like Dean Martin, but we'll get back to you. We'll come right back to that so you can see this guy. This is pretty good.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come on the other side. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
For real, take your business, any business, to the next level by joining us at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit. 4 days of opportunities and inside info you don't want to miss, as over 35 celebrity speakers will be live in person to teach you exactly how to make your business take off, grow, and thrive. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships, partnerships, and make true connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day. Bring your business partner, your team, your friends, anyone and everyone who wants real success. For tickets, call 404-992-3971. Tickets will not last, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I never thought I'd ever make it. I can't believe the hell I've been through. Couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. This world can be so cold and so heartless. It's hard to find your way alone. Used to run so fast, no one could catch me. I couldn't find my way back home. Well, I've laughed, I've cried, I've almost died, but my broken heart just never knew I had an angel on my shoulder with a plan for me divine. Got to be an angel on my shoulder who was right there all the time. Everybody needs someone to cling to with an unchanging love. I finally found a hand to hold on to, a shelter to run to. Now I see is watching over me. Got an angel on my shoulder with a plan for me divine. Got to be an angel on my shoulder who was right there, right there, right there, right there all the time. Got to be an angel, an angel, an angel, an angel who was right there all the time.
And this portion of the show is brought to you by, who do you want to pick?
Who do you want to pick?
ESPN.
We had to talk about that because you got some exciting news last night. That we thought our ESPN contracts for Comcast had to be in by September 1st.
They do.
They do, but we can continue selling them through the season as there is availability for the show, for the games that are open.
See, I didn't know that going in.
So we found that out, which makes a huge difference.
It is.
Because I'm trying to cram all these meetings in next week for people that want it, like schools and things, before September 1st, but now we've got some time.
The difference between September 1st deadline is if you buy more than one game, they're going to give you a break. If you go after September 1st, it's going to be on a deal by deal, game by game availability deal.
Which is pretty exciting because September 1st is the kickoff on Monday night ESPN football. And who's playing?
Buffalo Bills and the New York
September
Jets.
11th. Where?
In New York City, in the Meadowlands.
That's going to be a huge game.
It's probably going to be the biggest Monday night game
I
this
kind
year.
of feel like it's the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl because it commemorates September 11th in New York. So the amount of thought that went into this game
Brilliant.
is amazing, right?
It's
Because it
brilliant.
does so many things. It kicks off football, it gets fans back into it, and it's New York. You got two New York teams in New York, September 11th. You talk about the angels on your shoulder watching.
And it's funny because a lot of people watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. They don't even care about the teams no more. It's more about what commercial's the best, which is the worst. And this effect on ESPN is going to have the same effect. Two teams, the Meadowlands, September 11th. They're going to have a huge dating ceremony before the game. And you get to put your commercial. You only allow one commercial because the thing is so jam-packed the way they're going to do it.
Per game.
Per game.
So it gives you opportunities to buy the entire season. We also have the college football season on ESPN.
Including the championship game, the Rose Bowl. It's just it's crazy. The Miami Dolphin Kansas City game is going to be played in Europe.
In Germany, yeah.
In Germany. It's going to be 9 o'clock that game.
AM.
It's sold out, but I can still get you in.
And there's a big event actually sponsored by the Kiwanis Club over at one of the local bars, and I get all that information.
Almost every one of Johnny T's shows. We are Johnny T.
You got to turn off the volume.
He's a chameleon. He can do anything.
They're trying to download your links.
You have like the spirit about you.
The spirit of Johnny T.
We're still working on that.
I can see that.
Opening new videos and
Just tell him to shut off the sound on
The
both
spirit
green
of
boxes.
Johnny T. Well, we may as well introduce Johnny T.
We might as well. Dean Martin's
one
in
of
the house.
since one of your fans has introduced you already. That was the music of Johnny T. That's one of his big fans.
That's funny.
So Johnny, you got a mic right there next to you. What number is that you got? 83. All right, we're putting Johnny on 83.
Is it green lighted?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we're good to go.
So we have Johnny T in the house.
A longtime friend of J.C. Dreesen's, because what an incredible success we had at your venue at Movies of Del Rey. So you thought, heck, why not produce some more?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How long have you known Johnny?
Wow.
Here's Johnny.
We go back a long way.
At least 10 years. I mean, we did the first show together in Long Island at that high-rise buildings.
Yeah, I did a show actually at the North Shore Towers, and it was called Venus and Mars. I think it was like, so I think I brought you in from Florida. I mean, that was
Yeah.
crazy, right?
I was up in the area at the time, and it worked out well.
It was a great show.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah.
The place is called Venus and Mars?
Well, that was I did the show because it was about, the difference between men and women.
Okay.
So I had the show. Johnny was on that show, as well as I had another guy, Richard Fisciello, who did a tribute to Barry Manilow. And so that was a lot of fun. I had my piano player, who was Lydia, who was playing for me at that time. And so that was actually, I will never forget that show for as long as I live, because I had developed vertigo. The worst case of vertigo, I had it for 9 weeks. Can you imagine having vertigo for 9 weeks?
No.
And I could not, I couldn't stand up. I had to sit. I had to have a guy on either side of me take me on and off the stage. Johnny, do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like unbelievable.
Were they good looking though?
The guys?
The guys. I've
They
heard
were-
of excuses, JC.
They were friends. They were friends. Like,
She
I
couldn't
just brought
recognize them.
people.
They were moving like this. They
It
were
was
vertigo.
unbelievable. Talk about, that expression, the show must go on. I don't know how I did that show with vertigo. From a seat, actually. That's how I did it. But it was very difficult. But that's the way we did it. It was like a variety show. It was great. Johnny was there, Richard was there, and then, and me. So it was the two guys and the female, and it was, I guess, men against women, Venus and Mars, kind of thing.
Well, what do you think about what you guys are putting together, what we're all putting together
let's make the
actually in
announcement.
October?
Well, I think this is really exciting because, I've always wanted to be on the other end, of the performance, production, on the production end. So I'm really excited that to bring Johnny in this platform with all of us. And I think we're going to have a great time. Johnny's going to do his many voices that he does so well, and then also do another show, Frank and Dean kind of show, right? Frank
Yeah,
and
we're
Dean?
doing a Frank, Dean, and Friends.
Yeah.
So
I mean-
October 19th, I believe, is the date.
That's
at
the date.
Movies
That's the
of Del
date,
Rey.
Thursday,
Yes. Movies of Del Rey.
So we have 2 shows going on that day.
Yes, the afternoon matinee and the evening show.
Now I got to talk to you because everybody is asking me, can Johnny T do 2 shows? I say he could probably do 3 shows. But you can do 2 shows, right?
Yeah, not a problem.
Not a problem. So let's talk about the first show. What's the first show going to be about?
Well, the first show is going to be basically the Man of Many Voices, where I'm going to come out and do maybe 20 different voices with regard to different genres. So normally I start out with crooners. So I'll do Bobby Darin, Tony Bennett, Sinatra, Dean Martin. And then from there, I'll go into a segment of the 50s. And I'll actually have a video of myself performing with some of the national acts from the 50s. and I started to sing with the Mystics. So there'll be a video sequence of me singing. That was the first PBS show in 1982. So we go back, I don't know, 40-something years. And that's incorporated in the 50s show. And I'll do people like Little Anthony, Dion, the Platters, and then we'll go into the 60s segment where I'll do people like Frankie Valli, Neil Sedaka, Jay and the Americans, Elvis, Neil Diamond. It's a big variety show. Big variety show. And then in the evening, we will do a format where I'll do Frank, Dean, and Friends, and I'll do some people, well, I'll do a lot of Dean Martin, and he'll do all Sinatra. And then I'll pick off a few people that I haven't done from the afternoon show. Or I don't know if it'll really make a difference because we're going to have a different crowd.
It's a different crowd, so yeah, absolutely.
So I could come back and do some of the people from the afternoon show.
And who's going to be singing the Sinatra piece?
A gentleman named Mike Dutra. I go back with him a long time. He's originally from Rhode Island. He performs quite a bit up on what they call the Hill, which is a very popular place in Rhode Island. It's like a main street. He performs with himself in a Strictly Sinatra band. And he works a lot on the West because he lives in Naples. So he'll do 3 shows a week on the West Coast, and then he flies up to do shows in Boston, Maryland, different areas up that way.
Very cool.
You have a favorite you like, Dean Martin?
Me? I know. I used to watch the Dean Martin show when I was a kid. Remember, he used to come down with the drink in his hand, and the stairway was always spiral.
Spiral, or he come down the pole.
Or the pole. Yeah. So when I had my first house in the Bronx, I went to the kids' room and I put a spiral staircase in the house. I don't want to tell you how I did that, but anyway, I did that, and on it was a plaque that said Dean Martin Stairway to Heaven. It was a little plaque that I had made. And nobody understood what the hell I was talking about. But I grew up watching that show religiously as a kid. And he used to have the cigarette and the bourbon or the scotch in his hand.
Yep.
And he used to sing Everybody Loves Somebody or something. He used to walk down. That's how he used to start his show. You remember the Dean Martin show?
No. And then he used to open the door, and there was always a celebrity behind the door.
Time. It was before my time. There was a reruns, but I got to see it. All of the guys were there. Frank was there. Frankie Sinatra was there. They were all there. But I was amazed at how that was put together. I said to my brother, who was a big fan of music, and he used to watch it with me. He was the only one in the house that watched it with me. Everybody else thought we were nuts. But my goodness gracious. And I like Frank Sinatra and everything else. I love that music. I loved the whole video concept to it. I love the movie concept of it. I love what we did at the movies of Del Rey with you. It was something that I've always wanted to do in my life. Now you guys do this every day. So I get it. Singing for you, it's a natural. You get up on stage, you perform, I get it.
Yeah.
But for people that grew up on this stuff, that you can't get enough of it. See, they don't even understand it, how I felt that night. I was in awe. I got to celebrate it with my son and my grandkids and Gio's wife, and Linda was there, and Dawn was there. And I got to celebrate it with people that are important in my life. But my goodness gracious, you guys don't understand the impact that we have watching these originals up on stage. You just don't get it. I know you love what you do, but what it means to us is a tremendous, tremendous bucket list. It just is.
It's exciting.
Well, you should come down on a Sunday where I'm performing at Anthony's Runway 84, because they redid the whole place.
I heard it's spectacular.
It is a throwback of the Copacabana.
Is it?
Yeah, so when I go in there, I got a trio behind me, and we do all Sinatra, Dean Martin, Tony Bennett, Bobby Darin, and
wow.
The food is fabulous, and the decor and the whole concept will take you back. We'll take you back right away.
Someone told me they redid it, and it's unbelievable.
It is. It is, Dawn.
And you're
it
there every
is.
Sunday, Johnny?
Well, I was there every Sunday in May and June. Then I had my knee
The knee.
surgery, and I'm going back this Sunday, and hopefully we'll continue Sundays.
Nice.
The Copa. You remember the Copa? You ever
No,
went
but
to
I
the
remember
Copa?
Anthony's Runway 84 because I grew up down here.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go out for a nice dinner or a nice date, that was where you went.
To 84?
And that was just on
You were there?
84. There was no 595. There was nothing else was there. It was literally off of 84 in the airport. So it was
a
runway
plane.
84. Yeah, it was a plane.
Yeah,
Yep.
they redid the whole thing now.
Amazing.
It's not a plane anymore?
No more planes
Oh,
with
they
the
got
hills
rid of
have
the
little circles. No,
Now it's a building.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going there on a Thursday night. Believe it or not, it was Meatball Madness Meatball Martini night. And I remember going there with friends, and there was a guy there actually made fresh mozzarella in a big, huge, like pot with the balls of the cheese, and I have never tasted real mozzarella like that in my life. And you had meatballs, and you had the mozzarella, and it was like $5 martini. I mean, we're talking, I think it had to be like 8-10 years ago or something like that. But they don't do that anymore, Johnny?
No,
No.
they got
Okay.
strictly everything is a la carte, and it's
A la carte
expensive,
day.
really expensive.
Well, it was expensive
But-
back in the day. It was always high end.
But the food is fabulous. They give you large portions, and like I said, you walk in, they have the initial room on the side, which is just a regular room. But then when you go into the lounge area, they got all the Sinatra memorabilia, Dean Martin memorabilia, the
Yeah, I
bandstand.
remember it.
It's great.
Maybe
You
we'll go
remember-
there Sunday night.
You
Maybe
remember
we'll
the
go there
Copa?
Sunday night.
Yeah.
JC, you remember the Copa?
I was never there, no.
No, you were there.
I know of it, but I was never there.
The Copa was unbelievable. We
Yeah.
used to hang out at the Copa. We used to hang out
In
at
Manhattan?
Roseland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roseland. We used to
Never
hang out
there.
there. Studio 54. We used to hang out. But the Copa had a sound, and then they moved the Copa to the new Copa.
Yeah, yeah.
When the new Copa was 2 floors.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I never hung out in those
It all
kind of
closed
places.
down now, and I mean,
all
even
done.
when I used to sing at Feinstein's in New York, that was
Nice.
unbelievable place. And
You almost think Florida's New York. We are really the South. We're the southernmost tip of the United States, but yet it's New York and Florida. It's one of the same with a lot hotter
Right,
weather.
because everybody came down here to retire.
Right? I mean, right
Yeah.
above us
Everybody
is
is from
Georgia.
New York is
Totally
here.
different. You don't even
Everybody's
think
here.
about it.
Everyone's here.
This is just New York of the South.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's a whole lot of fun. The Copa was an amazing place. Roseland was amazing.
even Dangerfields used to be nice. I used
Remember
to sing at
Dangerfield? You know, I
Dangerfields.
got to meet him when he was at the club where he
Really?
had the comedy guys in there. I got
Oh,
to
yeah.
meet him.
Wow.
I got no respect.
That's what he used to say all the time. It was unbelievable. But all of these, there was a place called, was it called the Little Room? Not the Russian Tea Room. Room in the Corner, I think it was called. It was only 13 tables.
Oh, it's like Rayo's.
Yes. And my God, it took us almost 2 years to get into this place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know nobody at that time. After that, then we knew a lot of people. We used to get into a lot of different places. But my goodness gracious. Entertainment, man, you just had to be part of it to understand it. To understand when they start singing, those videos that go up. I'm dying to see this guy. I'm dying to see it. It's
What time are
just-
you there on Sundays?
I'm there 6:30 to 9:30.
Okay. Wow, nice time.
So,
See,
you know.
you could do 2 shows.
You know, you
easy.
could even have a huge bar area too, so you don't have to go there and eat if you want. But you
Sit
know, have
bar.
a cocktail.
You're
have
gonna
an
go. You got to
appetizer.
go all the way. Try.
Oh, it's up to you. Whatever you
You
like to
can't
do.
just go there and half it.
All I know is the chicken palm hangs off the plate. So
Does
if
it?
you're into
Another
that,
one with
yeah.
your chicken parm.
There
Yeah.
are certain staples in Florida growing up here. Joe's Stone Crabs and Anthony in Runway 84. It was like you just knew those were the two places. If you were coming here or you were going out,
Right.
that was a high-end night out.
It's just different. It's a whole
And they
different
dress up. A lot of people really dress up.
Still dressed to go there.
You know, so
It's a lot of fun.
Why is it though there are so many Italian restaurants in Florida?
Oh,
I
from
think
New York.
out-
They have to go
out of
somewhere.
All of that, out of all the different types of cuisine, there's more Italian than anything else. Why is that?
It's the best seller. I guess most people like it. It's very popular.
Yeah.
It's
Italian.
that chicken parm off the
What
plate. I
about
don't
what
know.
about Greek? There's a lot of Greek places.
Not as many as Italian.
Yeah.
Not as many.
Oh God.
And
no.
Chinese? Any
Not that
Chinese
many.
places?
No,
Chinese, not
Chinese,
really.
forget Chinese. You can't get good Chinese food
You
in
can't
Florida.
even get a good pizza down here.
Well, some pizzas
No, there's a
not
couple of
too
good
bad,
pizzas.
but
They're-
Chinese, forget it. Don't even get me started on that. You
But Anthony's
cannot
coal
find
fire
good
pizza is
Chinese.
very good.
On Atlantic?
Well,
There's a
they're
bunch of them.
located all over.
It's funny. I started this business. Jeff DeForest gave me the airtime at the radio station. And I started this business doing a show looking for the best pizza in Florida.
Really?
That's how it started.
Yep.
And I started at, what's this guy here in the corner? Fitzgerald, Flakowitz?
Flakowitz.
I started at Flakowitz because I met him and he says, "Oh, I have the best pizza." So I went in there, he brought me this thing, it was
Flakowitz,
burnt
it's a
to death.
bagel place.
He doesn't have pizza.
He made me a pizza. It was burnt to death. He just wanted the cameras.
You went there with Les and
I
did
went
your
there
first
with
show
Les.
there, right?
We did our first show. Gio was the producer. And we had a camera on there, we had lights on there, and they brought out this thing. I said, "This ain't New York."
For sure.
And that was that.
Sure.
Do we have Johnny's video to show?
We got a clip.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
All right, let's see what they got.
I see what. Are you queued up? Maybe.
Give us a second. All right.
I have to queue it up. Probably have to transfer it over to an.
So we're going to do a matinee. You're thinking what time in the afternoon?
2 o'clock, I think we said. 2?
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yeah.
And then the evening show will be about 6:30?
7:30.
7:30.
To give them a little chance to rest. And then what we do in between is the part that I'm excited about as well, because we want to do some interesting pieces in the lobby, depending on the weather. If it's not raining and it's not 117 degrees.
It's October. It should be nice.
Yeah, well, you know, they got warming. You got hurricanes in California. I know. It's funny. They call the hurricane in California a southern hurricane. Like it comes from down south, like what we get.
Yeah.
But El Nino is in the Pacific, so they got it. Normally, these storms are for us. They're getting all the storms. You know why?
Why?
Because they asked for rain, right? They said there's a drought. They asked for rain, so they got it. There you go. Now you know what it feels like. I don't want no rain. Tell you that right
We
now.
get plenty. We get plenty.
Too much rain. It rains here every day. All right, let me see the clip. Let's see what you got.
I have seen almost every one of Johnny T's shows. We are Johnny T groupies. We love him. He's a chameleon. He can do anybody. And when he does himself, we love him even better.
Very cool. I gotta ask you, which one? Because you do, I don't know, 200 songs, voices. Which one do you love numero uno?
Well, that's difficult. I mean,
It's supposed to be
because
difficult.
It's very difficult because, you know, when you have people in the audience, each artist brings back a memory. So, I mean, I would say Dean Martin, Frankie Valli. I mean, you know, the popular ones, you get the biggest reaction from. But it's very difficult to say one specific artist that I like to do, you know, because I've been doing so many for so long. And I think the theater really helps it quite a bit, because when people see the artist behind you and they know, it really makes it sound, and if you have a good sound system, it really makes it sound like the artist is there. It's fabulous with the people.
I'm excited to see the crew put all this film together, because it's going to be a whole new set of genre for them. Even
Well,
though they know it, they got to find it.
Well, the delivery is important, because JC, we didn't know how JC was going to come dressed, because JC doesn't tell you nothing. So when she came in with the pink, I don't know if you did that on purpose because of Barbie.
I did.
You did it on purpose.
Yes.
The colors were so vibrant off the screen. And the difference between that production and what you showed me here is that she was below the screen, so there wasn't a white dot on the screen blocking any of it, which is kind of cool. So
Right.
we got to do all of that vivid color behind you.
Yeah.
I even took a snippet of the last one with the tugboat piece.
Oh,
and
was the
wasn't the
best.
tugboat lady in pink also?
That would be Barbara Streisand?
No.
I think she was in pink.
She had she was wearing like a muffler. She had, which was like a rust color, but no, I don't believe she was wearing pink.
I
She
could've
could have been
sworn.
holding roses, though. Maybe
On
she
the
was
boat?
holding roses. Yeah, because she had just, ran to get onto the boat, and she had the roses, from Nikki Onstein. So she was.
She had a muffler, not
Such
the
a Barbara
transmission, just the
fan.
muffler.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how the crew puts together the video for
Me
my
too.
show.
It is, because you gave me the list, and there's a lot of different versions of certain songs, which you can sort of
Yeah,
play
you
with
got
that
to
a
pick
little
out
bit.
the right versions, the right clips. That's
Or
what
a
it's
mixture
all about.
of it, or
Yeah.
something. So we'll work on that. But what I'm excited about is that not only are we working with Johnny T first time, which is exciting in itself, but then you have Fingerprints, somebody who in the background is going to help us do that as well. It's a challenge for them, because they're all going to be involved in this as well. There's going to be, after every movie at the Movies of Del Rey, they put a cut.
A trailer.
Which
Yeah.
we got to do for you.
Yeah.
And
which
I
is
didn't
great.
know this. I went to see Barbie, or no, it was Barbie. And I'm sitting there eating my popcorn, and your trailer came up. And I was like, holy smokes, nobody told me this. And it's always been a wish to be on the theater to have a commercial for AMP Media. Always. It's been a dream. And Linda stands up and she's running up and down the theater. That's us! And I'm like, everything like slowed down. I'm like, this is so surreal. This is so nuts here.
It was crazy. And I even had people that had gone to the movies and were like, I work at I do a lot of independent livings as well. And, like anything that involves music, I'm doing it. And some of the directors had come over to me, one director, and said, I was at the Movies of Del Rey watching a movie. And before the movie, all of a sudden I see, there's JC up there. She's like, I started screaming. I was like, I know her. It was so funny.
That's so
It was
funny, because in the audience, that's what you get.
Yeah.
So every time I go to the movies
I
now,
didn't know that they were doing that either.
I didn't
so-
know. And every time I go to the movies, I got to wear my hat, because that's how they know me.
Everyone knows your hat.
They
around
all
town.
know my hat. They don't care about me. They know my hat. So when I went to see Oppenheimer, lady says, I know you. You were here with that JC girl. I said, yeah. She says, how are you? And we watched the whole movie, Oppenheimer, together. She explained a lot of the parts, because she lived through that. She was over 90, that lady. But it's amazing, all of the reactions of what happened. So I'm really excited, because Johnny brings a new element.
Yeah.
A new challenge to what we're doing. And we're going to keep growing
Yeah,
and
and
going
this
with
opens
thing.
up to also, like other artists and stuff that are interested in putting on a show, at the movies and stuff like that, and that we can all work together on putting it out there.
Johnny,
So
can we
it's
promote
exciting.
it at Anthony's as well?
You can.
Okay. Can
Yeah.
you promote it when you're there? Like I'm going to be at the movies of Joel Ray.
Yeah, what I could try to do is make some cards with Vistaprint. They won't have a problem with me handing them out.
That'd be great.
And people, I'll
Yeah.
put it on my website.
Make some flyers
And,
up. And
you know,
stuff.
like I said, if you look at my website, there's about 9 shows already I'm doing in season with the Bronx Wanderers, the Edwards Twins, the Essence of Motown, my group, the Groovin' Band, Ladies of Motown. Almost all the videos I think I sent you to see.
Yeah.
So, you know, and there's only 2 shows here on the East Coast right now. One at the Minucci Center, which is part of the Broward Performing Arts Group. And I'll be doing March 1st there with the Groovin' Band and Essence of Motown. And then I rented the Sunrise Theater in Fort Pierce February 20th with my group and the Edwards Twins. So right now that's what I got going, you know, for season.
Well, we got some other ideas.
It's funny, the Bronx Wanderers, right? You know, the Wanderers were a gang on Alexander's in the Bronx.
Yeah.
On East Tremont. Remember that, Alexander's?
They were. And
they were a gang.
They always used to fight with the Fordham Baldies. That was another group that they were bad guys.
I'm going to tell you, the Fordham Baldies, they used to hang out by the bus stops. And my mother used to say, nah, we're not taking the bus today. We walk into Alexander's.
It's just amazing how you grew up.
Alexander's in East Tremont.
Yeah.
But that's what those gangs were, man.
Yep.
Wow.
On
I got to
Tremont
tell
Avenue.
you. And then they made a movie, and they put the gangs in the movie.
Yeah.
I remember that. You remember the Lowest Paradise on Grand Concourse?
Yeah.
I used to be there every weekend. Every weekend I used to be there.
amazing.
Fordham Road University. Fordham University was down the hill, and Crazy Eddie's open right next to it. Remember
Yeah.
Crazy Eddie?
Yep.
He was there. He gave me my first stereo for my car. Because he wanted $800. I only
You had no
$100.
seats, right? But you
I
had a
no
stereo.
seats. But I had
And
a
remember, you used to get a free movie. They used to have a whiskey glass with water in
Yes.
it in a fish tank, and if you could drop the quarter inside the whiskey glass, you would get a free movie.
Yes, right. Wow. I remember that. But
We're going
Lowest
back.
Paradise, my brother and all my cousins graduated from DeWitt Clinton High School, and it was held at the Lowest Paradise. And we used to hang out in that movie theater all the time. I gotta tell you, it's all of these things, and I'm hearing the music that he's talking about. My grandfather had this Chevy.
Full circle.
Had
right?
this Chevy, and he used to
What's
play
old
that
is new
music.
again.
It's a full
Yeah,
circle.
it's amazing.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm
Yep.
so looking forward to doing this and doing more. You know, with JC Productions
Yeah.
and we're
We should
doing
have
a
the
lot of
link
stuff.
up by Friday-ish.
Yes, we can have the link up today. It's up to you.
And then we can, maybe Josh, you can put a flyer together for us like we did for JC. So Johnny, we can print some out for him to have on Sundays.
For
October 19th.
oh yeah,
We're gonna rev it up.
All right, let's take a commercial break. You got company in the wings over there.
In the wings?
In the wings. He's flew in, Mr. Bernie Corn.
Oh, okay.
More to come. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
Oh, no.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I'm going to ring your bell.
And we're back.
And we're back. You ready to wrap up this segment of our Thursday fun day? I hope everyone... You come... Really?
I got mush. I got mush. I went by the cupcakes there and I got mushed.
They're good. Royce had a cupcake. I got her some food, and I think they had some lunch. You guys all enjoy lunch?
I got to tell you, can I tell you something?
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
I love watching JC negotiating.
Yeah?
Yeah. She puts on all of this stuff she does. That's how I got mushed, because I was watching her
do her thing.
Do her thing. But there are negotiations constantly going on, things moving and grooving. And there, you know, my father used to, I got traded playing baseball one time, Sandlot Ball in New York City. I went from one team and they traded me to another, and I was depressed. And my father said to me, "Why are you depressed?" He says, "Dad, they traded me." He says, "That just means that team wants you better than this team."
Exactly, they want you.
I said, "But you're playing.
Yeah.
The hell are you depressed about?" And I look at him, he says, "You know, he's right." He says, they threw you out the league because you stunk, I could understand. But negotiations mean that things are hopping, moving, and grooving.
Yes.
Negotiating.
And you got to watch her negotiate. Yeah, and she has all these
Deals?
movements. She has movement. She moves. What she
You know, I can't say I'm not animated, you know, because it's
You are.
just it's who I am, you know.
Wait, there's nothing wrong with it.
I can't help it.
I love it.
But the wheels are always turning. That's why I don't sleep at night, because it's like they're always turning.
But I love it. I love it because there's opportunities, there's adventures, there's different deals that you can do, different changes. You know, I was already told, I was warned because of the success of what you did. I got to come out with a new bag of stuff, gimmicks and this and that and this. And then after Johnny's stuff gets done, I'm going to have to come up with a third bag because they remember you for what you did, and you can't go backwards, you got to go forward. So.
No, you always have to, and you always have to reinvent yourself, always, and especially for an entertainer in this business. You have to that's why it's always new shows, new genres, music, it has to change all the time. Because if you did the same stuff all the time and you have a following, people don't want to see it, the same thing. How many times can you go see the same exact show all the time? So it's a wonderful thing to be able to reinvent yourself constantly. It's the way it should be, because otherwise it would be boring.
She's always the entertainer.
Well, she's an entertainer. You know, there's a difference between a singer and an entertainer.
Absolutely.
An entertainer controls that whole stage, that whole platform.
Unless there's like particular, you know, like classics. You know, there are shows where I can't walk out the door with people asking me, you know, if you don't sing This Is My Life, I'm gonna, you know, shoot myself. You know, that kind of thing. So it's like, even though I've sung it, I would sing it at every show, and then I would decide, no, I'm not going to sing it in this show. You can't get away with it. People are like on top of me. No, you have to sing that song. It's like, that's your signature song. You have to sing it.
Yeah.
You know,
JC's
so it's like
signatures.
certain things become signature in your act. of
Yeah,
who
but
you
I've
are.
seen you at multiple places. And then I see you every Thursday night here. And I've seen you perform. I've seen you sing. And every time I see you, I'm glued because I never know what she's going to come out with.
Yeah,
I never
variety,
know
babe.
what you're going to
Variety.
say.
That's the spice of life.
And I got to tell
do
you,
it.
it's amazing. It's amazing because you do it, you wing it, you do it, it comes out sounding perfect.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Do we have another song before we wrap up? You want to do another one?
No.
No, you just want to wrap it up?
I do want to wrap it up. I don't even know what Josh is.
I could.
I
if
think
you
they're
would like.
enjoying.
Where
I think
is
they're
he?
enjoying lunch.
Somebody want to hit a button? To do
I
a
can
song?
hit the button.
If you guys see Josh, can you send
You
him
wanna
in
hit
so
the
we can
button?
do another song?
What?
He's coming out.
Am I hooked up in here in the
I don't know.
system?
That's
I
what I
think we're
got to
hooked
find
because I think,
Oh,
you know,
here
JC's
comes the
here.
man now.
We
so
don't often get JC in the house, so
Excuse me.
we woke him up from his nap.
October. Yes, October 19th, ladies and gentlemen, is our next Circle It. We're gonna put the ad and everything out there. See Johnny T, midday and night, doing his thing. Frank
Midday
Sinatra,
and
Dean
night?
Martin, huh?
Midday and night. How'd you come up with day and night?
Because you point at the sun, and night you point at the moon.
Interesting.
Day and night.
Interesting.
Before, and I happened to decided I wanted to do a tribute to the amazing Tony Bennett.
Ah, that would be
So
lovely.
I picked this song. It just happened to be, and then Johnny walked in the door.
The
So you see,
The tribute.
it was meant to be.
Meant to be. All right, let's see it.
Left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill. It called to me to beware little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there in San Francisco, above the blue and windy sea. When I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me. Play it for me, boys. Oh yeah, that's nice. Remember, tomorrow night at Les Sorel, 1620 North Federal Highway in Boca. I shall be there at 6:30. I hope you'll join us. Yeah. To beware little cable cars, they climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there. Well, you know, it's not San Francisco for me. In New York City, I couldn't help it, I had to do it. Above the blue and windy sea. When I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine. Your golden sun, it will shine. Your golden sun will shine for me. I love you guys.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.